Ugh, why didn't he remove his eye patch before attacking? Well, at least these Sternritters are more likable than Haribel's Fracciones. Hey guys, LunarSpawn27 here, bringing you Bleach, chapter 580, The Light. So the chapter begins right where it left off. A couple of Squad 11 members got electrocuted by a bolt of lightning so big that their bodies are completely fried. Thus we learn what the letter T ranking stands for Candace Catnip, the Thunderbolt. That actually is no surprise right there, since she did unleash a bolt of lightning in the previous chapter. However, Giselle points out that she missed a couple of shinigami, so she was going to zap them with her Thunderbolt one more time. But Kenpachi, even though he was injured from his fight with Gremmy, flash steps right behind her and swings his Zanpakuto at her. But from what it looks like in this one panel, Candace was able to turn into lightning and was able to dodge Kenpachi's attack. She then unleashes her Thunderbolt attack at Kenpachi, and then Menanas McAllen gives Kenpachi a really hard punch in the back, sending him plummeting down to the ground. Oh, and spoiler alert, he's not getting up anytime soon. That's right, after 2 hits, Kenpachi's down. Not dead yet, but he's down and defeated. Okay, I know that he was pretty badly injured after his fight with Gremmy, but considering that after his battle with Unohana, he was supposed to be at his highest potential, so unless his body was injured so badly that he couldn't maintain his full power, he probably should have removed his goddamn eye patch before attacking Candace. I'm just saying. I mean, after all, Yuha did say that Kenpachi was one of the war potentials. The remaining Squad 11 members try to go to assist Kenpachi, but they're stopped by Latoto Lambert. She tells them that she and the girls were planning to kill Kenpachi in one wave of attacks after he got worn out by his fight with Gremmy. So yeah, these girls are making a very cowardly move, but considering the end result, it is effective. But honestly, I feel like they step in whenever an opponent or an ally has been taken down. Now, to be fair, these girls actually do have some pretty impressive abilities, as we saw with Candace and her Thunderbolt ability. With Lil Toto, however, this is her ability, turning her mouth into a giant man-eating worm that literally takes a bite out of the shinigami. Lil Toto tells them that even though they may not be a delicacy as far as appetizers go, she's definitely had worse. And she proceeds to eat the rest of the shinigami. Thus we get to her letter ranking, G, for the glutton. That actually does make sense, considering every time we see her, she's always eating some kind of food or candy. Although it's kind of creepy when you think about it that the token lolicon girl in the Sternritters is a freaking cannibal. Well, more like an omnivore, but you get my drift. Also, I can't help but think of episode 3 of Madoka Magica whenever I saw Lil Toto's weird man-eating worm thing. So Kenpachi, even though he was still injured, does get back up, telling his subordinates to stay back. My mistake, he doesn't get taken down in 2 hits. He gets taken down by 3 by getting hit by another Thunderbolt attack. Oh god, it's hard to watch when your favorite character is getting taken down like that. Then it's Menanas' turn as she comes down carrying an entire building. Hell, not just the building, but even the ground under the building, and uses it to squash some of the Squad 11 members. We get her letter ranking, Sternritter P, the power. Yeah, that's kind of lame. I mean, basically, she has super strength. That's cool and all, but we've seen other characters have super strength too. And her letter ranking means the power. I don't know. I just feel like that she should have gotten a better name. I don't know what though, but I just feel like something better than the power. We cut to a couple more shinigami who plan to take on Giselle Galwell, knowing that the enemy is trying to group them all together so that they can all be taken down with some weird power. However, Giselle said that her power isn't suited for fighting. However, one of the shinigami gets annoyed by her rambling, and he manages to get a good, nice slice on her. Holy crap! A fodder shinigami actually landing a hit on the enemy. That rarely happens in Bleach. However, Giselle, even though with that terrible wound, is still alive, and her blood gushes out from the wound and lands on the shinigami. Thus we get to learn the meaning of her letter ranking. Sternritter Z, the zombie. Okay, this one was definitely obvious, because what other words are there based on Giselle's ability that stands with Z? So for those of you who guessed that the Z stood for zombie, give yourselves a pat on the back because you are right. Now Giselle's ability is this. Whoever comes in contact with her blood will become her personal corpses, meaning that they are under her control and they have no choice but to listen to her. So she orders the shinigami that came in contact with her blood to commit seppuku, which they all do so. This scene totally reminds me of episode 1 of Code Geass when Lelouch first awakened his Geass eye. That and Genosuke's dojutsu that he used to make his opponents commit suicide. So now that all of the Squad 11 members have been dealt with, the girls approach Kenpachi, who can't move his body, thinking that this is as far as he might go, while the girls debate on deciding who was going to deliver the finishing blow. But all of a sudden, an explosion occurs on the sky, shaped like a skull, meaning that help has arrived. Who has returned to help Kenpachi in his situation? Well, we don't know because that's where the chapter ends. God damn you, Kubo, and your cliffhangers. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 580. What did I think? Honestly, I thought this chapter was good. Decent, at least. It kind of sucks seeing one of your favorite characters getting taken down so easily, even right after he was injured and weakened from his previous fight. But as I mentioned before, the power levels in Bleach are kind of, well, confusing and don't make a lot of sense at this point. And yeah, Kenpachi really should have removed his eye patch, but no, he didn't. But what I did like about this chapter was seeing the unique abilities that each of the girls possess. And honestly, they're a lot more interesting and a lot more unique than Haibel's Fracciones, that's for sure. Well, their personalities aren't anything new in Bleach, but they at least make up for it with their abilities. The Thunderbolt ability I thought was cool, especially since I like lightning users, but the one I like the most is Giselle's zombie ability. And the creepiest definitely goes to the glutton ability. Now, who has arrived to help Kenpachi, we don't know because of the cliffhanger ending, but it's definitely got something to do with that skull-shaped explosion. So I've come up with a list of characters that might come to that are there to help Kenpachi, from the likely to the very unlikely. So number 1, and this one I think everybody definitely wants this, Ichigo. We haven't seen Ichigo for several chapters. We don't know how close he is towards the Seirete, so him arriving there finally would be very refreshing, especially since Byakuya, Renji, and Ruki are already there. Also, the explosion does look like the design from the Substitute Shinigami Pass, which leads to number 2 option, the Fullbringers. The only Fullbringers that are in Soul Society right now are Ginjo, Giriko, and Tsukishima. They were with Ganju, and Ginjo was a former Substitute Shinigami, so maybe it's those 4. Honestly, I don't really care about seeing the Fullbringers again, but I won't mind seeing Ganju again. Number 3. This one is a bit of a stretch, but just hear me out. Chad. Because whenever he uses his Brazo Izquierdo del Diablo, his attacks always create a skull-shaped crater. Even though there was a skull-shaped explosion in the sky, maybe Chad got a power upgrade. Maybe it's him, Orihime, and an army of Arankars or something that allied themselves to help the Shinigami fight against the Sternritters, since the Quincy's are their common enemy. This leads to number 4. Grimmjow, because it's so freaking obvious that it was Grimmjow that killed Kurjay and saved Urahara. However, the mystery has not been revealed for 2 freaking years. Actually, it's been more than 2 years. I really want to see Grimmjow again, considering that it's so freaking obvious that it was this guy. I mean, hurry up, Kubo, bring back Grimmjow already. Number 5, the Vizards. We know that Kensei, Rose, and Shinji have all been defeated, but the only Vizard that still remains in Soul Society is Mashiro, and we don't know what happened to her. As for the rest of the Vizards, I know they have a mission in the world of the living, fixing up those tears, but what if their mission was done and they headed to Soul Society to assist the Shinigami on defeating the Sternritters? So it might be them. And finally, number 6, Yachiru. Why Yachiru? I don't know. Maybe because I want to know what the hell happened to her, but maybe she disappeared for a while and came back to save Kenpachi. So yeah, that's basically all the people I can possibly possibly think of who might be there to help Kenpachi against these 4 female Sternritters. So overall, I thought this chapter was a good read. Definitely a better chapter than we've gotten these past few weeks. So yeah, tell me guys, what you think of this week's chapter. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Any ideas of who it is that has come to help Kenpachi? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you like it and subscribe to more videos, and be sure to check out my Facebook fan page and Google+. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 580. I'm Lunar Spawn 27, and I will see you guys later. Bye.